Good morning, Vaqueros. Today is Monday, April 20th, and it is currently 75 degrees. We are coming to you from our Edinburgh studio. I'm Eliseo Gonzalez.
I'm Celeste Cruz.
And this is Vaquero News.
Campus news,
events, games,
and activities
all in one place.
This is Vaquero Radio,
the Val Student Station.
Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m.
Vaquero Radio,
where
your story begins.
For Sexual Assault Awareness Month, a UTRGV office is spreading awareness through art. Here is Celeste Cruz with a story.
So believing survivors is a big step. Very few people make this stuff up.
The Office for Advocacy and Violence Prevention displayed What Were You Wearing? Survivor display on the Edinburgh Campus Library to bring awareness about sexual assault. The first university to display the exhibit was the University of Arkansas. The campus created the installation due to a poem by Mary Simmerling named What Were You Wearing? The poem's purpose was to help the community understand that sexual assault goes beyond what the victims wear. Cynthia Jones, director of the Office for Advocacy and Violence Prevention, said the purpose behind the exhibit was to draw attention to myths and stereotypes about sexual assault.
But when you hear someone is assaulted, you wonder, well, where were they and what were they doing and were they drinking and what were they wearing? And so the idea is to raise awareness that it doesn't matter what you're wearing, first of all, and that the overwhelming majority of people that are sexually assaulted had nothing to do with what they were wearing or whether, where they were.
Clothes such as army fatigues, prom dress, shorts, and t-shirts are shown in glass cases. The items displayed are not from actual victims, but match what survivors had described. Jones said 94% of the cases reported by college-aged women state the perpetrators are people they know.
We need to understand that there are some bad people in the world and they take advantage of situations.
Jones shared advice for people who have been assaulted and who are struggling to reach out for help.
If this happened to you or if it happened to somebody you know, be patient with yourself, be patient with your friend or loved one. Realize that most people, when they reach out to somebody they know first and not an office like mine. Regardless of the situation, don't judge and mention to them about resources.
The services offered by the Office for Advocacy and Violence Prevention are free and confidential. This is Celeste Cruz for Vaquero Radio. A student-led organization at UTRGV is working to make career readiness more accessible to students from all academic backgrounds. Here is Emilio Suarez with the story.
We truly do care. We want our students to learn and grow and find something that they're passionate about. And this organization is just so that they have a resource that they can reach out to whenever needed.
Association for Management and Organizational Resources, also known as AMOR, is helping bridge the gap between classrooms and the workforce by equipping students of all majors with essential career skills and resources. Karina Ruiz, AMOR president, said the organization was founded with inclusivity in mind.
We have members in nutritional science, so it's not only open to management, open to all.
AMOR focuses on developing practical skills which many students may not learn in classrooms. From resume building to interview preparation, the goal is to equip students with tools that apply across any field. Ruiz said one of the most overlooked resources is the organization's connection to professional networks. She added the organization works to connect students with existing campus resources such as the Career Center, helping increase awareness and usage. Ruiz said AMOR has hosted a workshop aimed at preparing students for the workforce.
So far, we hosted a career readiness workshop focused on resume tips and tricks presented by the Career Center.
She added, the organization is looking to create more interactive experiences such as interviews and engaging more directly with professionals. AMOR Vice President Cesar Muñoz said the organization focuses on applying what students learn into classroom and real-life situations. Muñoz said AMOR's biggest milestone this semester was hosting their first major event.
We recently hosted our first event with 59 students in attendance, which was a great milestone for us.
He said joining the organization has made a personal difference and motivated him to use more of UTRGV's campus resources to his convenience.
I didn't go a lot to the Learning Center, and because of this, I started going more, and I was also able to build my resume a lot better.
For more information about AMOR, visit its V-Link. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
A department on campus is working to prepare future educators while supporting diverse student populations through bilingual and literacy education. Here's reporter Diego Mataño with the story.
I really do like the area, and I think you guys have beautiful culture and the language and people.
The Department of Bilingual and Literacy Studies focuses on preparing educators to serve students in monolingual, bilingual, and multilingual classrooms. The department's mission centers on understanding and supporting the linguistic and literacy strengths of traditionally underserved communities, while helping future teachers meet the needs of those students. Keep Austin Hinton shared with us the department's primary goal in shaping educators in the Valley.
The primary thing that we do is we prepare future teachers to work in bilingual classrooms or to work as reading teachers or English language arts teachers.
The program also provides hands-on experience to help students apply their knowledge in the real classroom settings. Sandra Musanti, professor in chair of the department, said students and faculty are immersed in the program itself.
We teach 5 classes that are totally in Spanish, and then they do some field experience. That means that they go to the schools to practice what they are learning in our program.
Faculty members say the department's diversity plays a key role in supporting a wide range of students and perspectives. Assistant Professor Gomi Park highlighted the department's inclusive mission.
Really a diverse faculty member that we have, and we are here to serve any bilingual students, right? So that is our purpose.
Through its curriculum, research, and community engagement, the department continues to promote language development and literacy achievement for students across the region. For more information on the department, visit the UTRGV webpage. This is Diego Montano for Vaquero Radio.
At UTRGV, an association is working to prepare students for success beyond the classroom, building confidence, leadership, and career pathways along the way. Reporter Emilio Suarez with the details.
I was able to connect myself with other clubs, like other mentors, and because of that, I was able to get scholarships, I was able to gain new skills, some internships, so everything is possible. You just have to take that step and join organizations.
Through workshops, networking, and national opportunities, the Association of Latino Professionals for America, also known as ALFA, connects students to the professional world early in their academic careers. ALFA President Isaac Escalon said the association prepares workshops, general meetings, and speakers to help students expand their horizons. One of the association's biggest opportunities comes during the summer.
Almost every summer, there's the Alpha Convention, a big place where there's a lot of careers, employers, recruiters that are there to help students get jobs.
Escalon said Alpha hosts workshops on interviews, networking, resumes, and LinkedIn so students can take those skills to career fairs. He added success doesn't always follow a straight path.
Career doesn't have to be linear. Maybe sometimes you have to take a step back. It's part of the journey to grow.
Alpha Vice President Elisami Salinas said the association also focuses on building essential soft skills such as public speaking.
In the beginning, I was like, there's no way that I can go and talk. And so eventually I put myself out there.
Salinas said the support from the College of Business Administration plays a big role in expanding opportunities. She added students should feel comfortable being uncomfortable and take hard decisions that could make them grow. Salinas said students should go above and beyond as it opens more doors and opportunities.
This club will help them grow as a person. In the beginning, you think, no, I couldn't do it, and then boom.
For more information about Alpha, visit their V-Link. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
Students and community members gathered on campus for a reflective event focused on healing, storytelling, and connection through literature. Here's reporter Diego Matano with the story.
And then my orientation changed.
The Counseling Center hosted a journey of shared healing on April 13 to reflect the experience of struggling with mental health. The event featured local authors Arlene Cantu, who wrote What If, and Sean Elliott Russell, the author of Be Still, O Little Tree, Be Still, who spoke about their personal journeys with mental health and how those experiences shaped their work for children and young adults. Through open conversation, both authors share how writing became a powerful outlet for healing, growth, and connection, creating a space where attendees could reflect on their own experiences. Diana Landeros, case manager at the Counseling Center, shared with us her experience when dealing with difficult emotions.
Pain can be universal, but also we can find support in one another.
Russell also shared insight into the emotional themes behind his writing and the importance of acknowledging personal truth.
A lot of pain can come from denying what you know is true within you, or what you feel is true.
Russell also shared insight into the emotional themes behind his writing and the importance of acknowledging personal truth. George Shine, a student employee for the Counseling Center, said the environment allowed for deeper interaction and meaningful dialogue.
This time it felt like we were able to interact with them a little more.
Organizers say events like this aim to promote mental health awareness while encouraging students to find healthy ways to express themselves and connect with others. This is Diego Montano for Vaquero Radio.
Ian McLean goes up and throws down a monster dunk. That fires up the UTRGV Fieldhouse.
Now time for Vaquero Sports.
Newton runs straight back. There's a crossing route. McCaffrey. Touchdown. That's big time.
Good morning, Vaqueros. Here's a sports schedule for this week. From Monday through Wednesday, the men's golf team will be participating all day at the SLC Championships in Kerrville, Texas. On Tuesday, the men and women's tennis team will play at the Southland Conference Tournament against Texas A&M Corpus Christi at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in Beaumont, Texas. Also, on Tuesday and Wednesday, the men's baseball team will be playing against the Little Rock Trojans in Little Rock, Arkansas at 6 and 1 p.m. And from Thursday to Friday, men and women's track and field will compete against the Michael Johnson Invitational at 11 a.m. in Waco, Texas. Remember to bring your student ID to all UTRGV home games for free admission and support our student athletes by showing up. This is Emilio Suarez for Vaquero Radio.
And now for this week's events calendar.
What's up, Vaqueros? Let's check on what's happening on campus this week. On Tuesday, the Diabetes and Obesity Awareness Society is hosting a coffee fundraiser from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Edinburgh campus outdoor grounds. Later that day, the Campus Activities Board presents Nights Out, Renaissance Fair from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Chapelon. Then on Wednesday, the Student Government Association will host a UT System Student Advisory Council information session from 3:30 to 4 p.m. via Zoom. That is the events calendar for this week. Vaqueros, remember to bring your student ID to all UTRGB events. This is Diego Montano for Vaquero Radio.
And now, for this week's campus weather report.
Hello, Vaqueros. Here's the weather forecast for this week. In the valley, it will be rainy and warm with highs reaching up to 92 and lows staying around the mid-60s to mid-70s. We will be starting this week with heavy rain and storms, followed by a chance of showers through Tuesday and continuing into the weekend with clear skies, along with rising temperatures midweek. That is the weather forecast for this week. Remember to dress accordingly for these weather conditions. This is Susana Ramos for Vaquero Radio.
That is a newscast for this week.
Remember to read our news articles every week on our website, utrgvradio.com.
Tune into Vaquero Radio through our website or download the Radio Garden app to listen wherever you are and enjoy the best DJ shows around campus. Remember to check out our YouTube channel for the latest news from UTRGV and the Valley.
Our weekly newscast will also broadcast at noon Wednesday.
Join us next week, same time, same place.
Only on Vaquero Radio, the Valley Student Station.
Thanks for tuning in, Vaqueros. Don't forget to saddle up every Monday and Wednesday at 11 a.m. And remember, V's up!